Hey guys, it's Tara Wagner from theorganicsister.com and talking to you today about dreads and specifically how I wash my dreads. That's probably like the #1 question that you get when you get dreads is, well, how do you wash them? I've actually noticed though that the longer I have them and maybe just the more comfortable I am, the fewer questions that I get. So I don't know, it's not the most common question now, but anytime someone's wondering about dreads, they're always wondering, how do you wash them? So I've been through so many different ways of washing them. I've used dread shampoos, I've used no poo recipes, I've used regular no residue shampoos, like Neutrogena had a no residue shampoo that I was using for a while, and I finally settled on a different sort of, I guess, recipe that I'm using that I really enjoy a lot. I've been doing it for about a year now, and I like it. I had really bad dandruff. Somebody asked me the other day about this, and that's what spurred this video. Is I had really bad dandruff right around 9 months to probably about a year ago, and I couldn't figure out why. And I think it was a combination of a lot of things. You know, part of it was hard water, and then part of it is just as your dreads start to tighten and you know, you're not combing the oils through your hair anymore, you get more dandruff issues. So I think a lot of that's changed since we started traveling and we're not in such hard water areas right now. But I think really a big part of it is just the shampoo that I'm using now. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I am, like I said, I've been through so many different shampoos, and what I'm using now is a combination of a lot of things. So we're going to walk through a little demonstration. So, #1, you need a ketchup bottle. You can get these just about anywhere. I think I found this one at Bed Bath & Beyond. If you can't find it at like a thrift store or a garage sale, usually you can, but if you can't, they're like a couple bucks at like Bed Bath & Beyond or something like that. I like it because of the nozzle. So if you can get something like this with a nozzle. I don't know how big this is. It doesn't say like an ounces on it, but you can see the general size. So this entire thing gets filled up with water, probably to about right there. You want to leave a little bit of room because you're going to want to shake it up. So you got to have some space for it to shake up a little bit. So with this, I'm going to turn it around so that you don't get to see the label, but with this, I use Dr. Bronner's. Sarah Jansen from WalkSlowlyLiveWildly.com suggested Dr. Bronner's. I've had a really difficult time with Dr. Bronner's in the past. The bar soap and Dr. Bronner's in the past, it would leave my hair really oily and I couldn't rinse it out very well. Since doing it in this way that I'm going to show you, that's completely changed. So this is Dr. Bronner's. It's peppermint. There's also like an almond scented one. There's a couple, I think maybe a couple other ones. I don't know. I've been doing this for about a year. You can see how much I've used. And we also use this for other things too. So you are not using very much at all. I haven't measured it, but I would say it's probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to show you just how much I use, okay? That's about it, right there. So it's like 1/4, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon, if that. I mean, it's really not a lot at all. And my dreads are pretty long, and they're pretty thick, and this works perfectly. So from there, oh, the other reason I have a plastic one is because as we travel, I don't want glass flying out and falling all over. We usually don't go with plastic, but since I'm not eating out of it, I don't care. This is my handy dandy baking soda holder so that it doesn't get yucky. It stays waterproof, and my little spoon. So I take like that much. This is supposed to be a 1/4 teaspoon, but it's like flat. So I don't know how I measure. I've never been able to measure with these things, but it's great for a little scooper. So I take like this much. I don't know if you can see with the light. There you go. I take like that much, and I do this probably about twice and dump it in there. I'm not going to dump it in now because I'm not going to use it right now. Dump about 2 of those scoops in there, and then whatever essential oil that I want to use. So lavender, my husband bought me patchouli so I could be a bona fide hippie. My mom hates patchouli. Lavender, I love lemongrass for some reason. Anything that, you know, anything you like really. The cast-style soap, the Dr. Bronner's, it's a no residue soap, but it does have generally some essential oils in it. I don't think they have any ones that aren't scented, so if you don't like that, you can add something to it, or if you do like it, you can still add something to it. Rosemary and mint, oh, that is like my favorite essential oil blend. If you can do that, you'll love it. Rosemary is also really good for your scalp. So then I just add however much I want of this. I really don't measure it at all. 10, 20 drops, depending on my mood. So cap it up, shake it, and then you just go in. And really, I don't do a lot on the dreads themselves very often. Sometimes I do, maybe once a month I'll, you know, scrub them all individually, but we have a small water heater in our RV, so we can't use a lot of hot water. I have to take fast showers anyway, so it's not something that I do every time I wash my hair. I wash every 5 to 7 days has been my sweet spot. Before I did dreads, I was only washing my hair every 5 to 7 days. So if you're new to dreads and you are dealing with a transition period, or if you're about to get dreads, you may want to start transitioning now, because your scalp will, as you shampoo, you're stripping the oils out of your hair, off of your scalp. Your scalp produces more oils to compensate. So the more you wash your hair, the oilier your hair is going to get. If you stop washing your hair, it's going to feel like it's really oily, which is going to tell you that you want to wash it all the time. But if you give it 2 to 3 weeks, it's fine. It evens out. Like I said, 5 to 7 days is my sweet spot. That's generally when I want to wash again. So I just get in to all the little scalp, you know, pull them aside, get in there. That's why I really like the nozzle, because I can get just the right amount and not too much. And then I just soap up my scalp. If I am not getting a decent lather, I know I haven't used enough Dr. Bronner's. If I'm getting too much lather, then I know I've used too much. If I use too much Dr. Bronner's, I have a really hard time rinsing it out. And it leaves my hair really greasy. And that was the issue I was having before when I wasn't mixing it with water. And then the baking soda, I don't really know why that helps, but when I do it without baking soda, there's a difference. My hair is either oily, or the Dr. Bronner's is more difficult to rinse out. You know, maybe it's softening the water a little bit. I have no idea, but that combination right there has completely gotten rid of any of the flakes that I was having before. And I've been doing this for almost a year now. Probably about 10 or 11 months, I don't know. So yeah, there you have it. Afterwards, because mine are so thick, I do hit them with a blow dryer for as long as I can stand it, because otherwise they're gonna get stinky. I washed this morning, so you can see the ends of them are still wet, because I haven't blow dried them very much, but it's nice and sunny today, so I'm gonna lay out in the sun and let the sun dry them the rest of the way. You know, and then just your basic stuff, separating them when you're done. I rarely ever separate mine anymore. I don't know. Every once in a while I will. And yeah, what else is there about washing dreads? Not much. That's about it. I guess if you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll see what I can do to answer them. Thanks, guys. Bye.